Alright, hello and welcome, my name is Sai and this is Baldur's Gate 3. We are continuing where we left off, not shortly after, so this is like the same recording session. We killed the priestess, gut over there, and I honestly spent... wait, just hold up a second. Okay, indeed failed the perception roll again. So I did this one time, okay? I started the recording, I did about like 20 minutes, but I figured I spent too much time on this puzzle. So just to show you, it's like rotating disc, but each disc when you rotate it takes away a piece. This one is marked, so we might assume that's like the most important one. I tried different things. I tried making this like all full moon, this all dark, and vice versa. This also has the light shining on it, which is kind of suspicious. This perception check over here, we failed it before. If you come a bit closer, there's like 8 other sides of this, right? And if you look at the picture of like saloon over here, it also has like half moon, different half moon, almost darkness, and the full moon, but we can't really make that happen over here. So I decided to just leave this puzzle out. Wait. One thing we could try. Okay, last try. I promise this will be faster than the scratch recording. Maybe we really don't need to use all of them. So we are going to take one away and rotate this around. And our goal here is to add two next to each other, like this. I'm thinking, what if our goal is to have no darkness on the outside, okay? What if it's like all about having the 4 circles of darkness inside? We can try that real quick. We are just rotating this over. Oh, this looks more complicated than it looked. I mean, maybe it doesn't look complicated, but I'm having a really hard time figuring out do this properly. That has 2 crescent moons, which is already good. I think we did it then. Because they are not on the same side, by the way, those crescent moons. If you see, like this is at the outer, and that's at the inner angle. There are no angles in a circle, so never mind. No? No. Maybe if this was at the bottom, I don't know. Doesn't matter. We've been on the other side of this world. This would just open up a shortcut to the Underdark anyway. So, really, what's the point of that? Let's just proceed. There is something over here. Not much of value, but we might as well grab it. skeleton. Some gold and an onyx. So yeah, maybe we can figure out that puzzle if we decide to come to the goblin camp in our other playthroughs. And maybe have someone with like a higher perception roll. But for that we would have to have the same, you know, we would have to sneak in here or kill Gut again. We should see, but I think the other ways to done Underdark turned out to be better. So with that said, moving on. Thankfully the guys outside here don't yet know about God being dead. There are some water barrels here we could pick up for later, but not gonna do that right now. Also, apparently we did become branded because before I ended the recording, there was a goblin here that complimented us on our branding. Oh, are these people? Shard priestesses. Oh, maybe they are not. They just look like Shadowheart, but remember, Shadowheart doesn't wear her original armor.
Wouldn't go in there. Lest you fancy blowing your bones all the way to Baldur's Gate.
Boy, what's in there? Now you made me real curious. Oh, smoke powder. Well, I assume this is what the goblin girl sold. Look, so bottom dark. This might be a hint, right? Two crescent inverts. Top is light. The bottom is dark. But is there like any reason to be in here? There's a heavy chest, but that's basically all it, and the barrels themselves.
Nothing for you in there, mate.
Where are you anyway? High half elves. Not explained why they are here, but fine. Oh, a chest. Oh, no. I remember what happened the last time I pushed a barrel from a ledge in a friendly area. We have a smoke powder barrel just sitting here that we could possibly take. Why not? We benefited from them greatly in the past.
Brand looks good on you. Priestess reckons we should all be marked up before the next raid. Make sure whoever we're sticking it to knows we're doing it for the absolute.
Oh, they all also have the absolute talismans. And this was the goblin I was talking about, the one that we just spoke to. What about you?
Praise the absolute, brother.
Nice. Now they are seemingly more accepting towards me.
How you doing? Leave me alone. I ain't got time for chatter.
So before we free any more prisoners, maybe we should chat to the big boys.
Look at this. Priestess gut burned me good.
Okay. It's real nice. Proud of you, son. Volo is there. Okay, wait, let's check that out. Oh, he's in here. Oh, with this goblin. On goblins, my life among the conquering host. Dearest Elminster.
Oi, Ribbo! There's the prisoner.
Ain't a prisoner. He's my pigeon.
Biggest bloody pigeon I ever saw.
Okay, 1 second. Let me read this. So, Ungoblins, my life among the conquering host. A loosely bound collection of papers containing rough sketches of a goblin priestess with accompanying text. An excerpt from Volo's forthcoming guide to Goblin Society, my life among the conquering host. It has oft been noted that goblins are cowardly, tending to flee from robust challenges, and scattering far and wide if their leaders are felled. I tell you that is not always so. The goblins of my recent acquaintance,
I wanna hear a new song.
fine though uncouth fellows by large, have a fiery courage, fueled by their love of the absolute. From the mighty magic wielding Booyak to the lowly muck troubling Feria,
Your hideout is. Ain't so hard, is it?
they seem more willing to fight and indeed die for this new god than even the most stalwart devotee of Helm or Tempest. So far, I have been unable to discover the domain or provenance of this emboldening deity, but with every hour that passes I come closer to the truth of the matter. For now, know this. Priests and trusted devotees of this god, even by day goblins, are capable of wielding more powerful magics than even I can conjure. Okay, quickly read the other one. Dearest Elminster, a letter written in an elaborated hand and marked with 100 grubby fingerprints. Dearest Elminster, I must be brief as I am under some duress, having become the esteemed guest of a rambunctious host of goblins. I would, of course, rather be under duress than under a feathered duvet, for danger and adversity are the very ink in my well, so this is good news indeed. As you well know, there is no wit quicker, and no tongue more silver than that of your humble friend and scribe, and by regaling my would-be foes with tales of goblin heroics, I have become an indispensable member of their tribe, namely their chronicler and bard. In this guise, I shall live among them a while, so that I may observe their peculiar habits and rituals as closely as possible. All of this shall, of course, be documented in my next magnum opus, My Life Among the Conquering Host, to be available at all good booksellers forthwith. An enticing extract is enclosed with this missive. I implore you to spread the word, so that adventurers and curiosity seekers across the Sword Coast and beyond will be acquire with an anticipation of this life-extending and soul-enriching guide. And with that, I must depart. I am summoned to sing a ballad of my own composition, and the lady, yes, I call her a lady, who delivered the summons is rather impatient, not to mention well-armed. Truth be told, I believe she has some, dare I say, deep affection for me. She calls me her pigeon, and rarely strays from my side. Perhaps there shall be a chapter in my book regarding goblin marriage rituals. I book at nothing in my quest for knowledge. Until we meet again, inform the world entire of the diligent research I am undertaking, and ensure word of my upcoming masterwork on the lips of every innkeep and sellsword, from Waterdeep to Baldur. Volo. Whoa! We got ourselves a big...
I wanna hear
Well,
a new song.
you know, not really a liar, but we have
I
more.
could write something in the Absolute's honor.
perspective on what
For you, mistress.
Volo. This is a human. Or probably related to Char? I thought that's a dark elf.
Ain't a prisoner, he's my pigeon. Don't go bothering my pigeon, he's mine.
Does your bird have a name?
Pidge.
So I see. Do you have plans for this pigeon?
Keep him safe. Listen to him coo. Till I gets hungry or some such. What's it to ya?
I hate to see such a lovely creature in a cage.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Let's try deception. He looks weak. Sick even. He won't last long in there.
Take him for a joke, why don't ya? And don't let the lads snatch him up. No, tell him what they'll do to him. Bring him back when he's all tuckered out. Here's the key. Pigeon's all yours.
But that went easy.
Look at this. I'm quite saved. A joy to see a familiar face in such a precarious setting. I guarantee the story of your daring rescue of my person will live on for eons.
Well, that's not what you wrote in your scripts. You know what else lives on for eons? Gold. You owe me.
Ah, what's a bit of metal between allies, I'll do one better. Tell me where we can meet each other once we've slipped the goblin yoke. And I'll offer much more than gold. Knowledge, my friend, is priceless.
I like the sound of that. Strip the yoke. How do you intend to do that exactly?
An invisibility potion, my friend. A bit less refined than your mendacious method, but by God, it'll do the trick.
A fine mess you landed yourself in. How do you get caught? I bet he just walked over here.
Why, by design, my friend.
Yeah.
How better to learn the ways of a people than to live among them? I dare say the experiment has proven most fruitful, too. I'll be happy to share my findings once we've found somewhere safe to parley.
Go to my camp. We'll talk there once we're both safe.
Smashing! Soon, my friend. Soon we can share a flagon of something liquid and a tale of daring do. I'll slip away when the coast is clear. See you soon, my friend. I simply can't wait to pick your brain.
No, there he goes. That was fairly easy. Let's try the next room. I mean, we are already here, right? Is that Halsin? No, that's Liam. I don't know who that is. Or maybe I do. On receiving her grace, a book of worship to the goddess Loviatar. There are bloody fingerprints on several pages. Diagrams of bodies twisted into impossible shapes cover the pages while handwritten notes fill the margins. Be wary of your mortal limitations. While it is tempting to allow pain's ecstasy to be pure, particularly during a delicious bout of self-flagellation, broken bones hinder worship of our Maiden of Pain. Instead, when the body is spent, focus on a whipping, or perhaps nail removal. Pliers or blade is recommended. To ensure Loviatar may forever revel in your agony, as is her right. Oh, that explains it.
Feel it.
Screed of Willing. Ritual Dagger. Is it good? Oh, it has a unique action. The Pain Maiden's Blessing. After a successful attack with this dagger, the wielder receives a d4 bonus to attack rolls and saving throws for 1 round.
I'll set my rats on ya.
It's actually really good.
They'll eat ya.
What about the Ritual Axe? We'll check it out after we did this. Honestly, love, wrath. Many traits are divine. There is only one that we possess, and the gods do not. Pain. Our most holy mistress invites us to revel in that which makes us mortal, to embrace pain, so she may look upon us and know we are truly living. For what is life without the sting of agony, without the anguish of heartbreak? It is a life unlived, a life wasted, hiding from the joys of birth. In Loviatar's name, I ask you to live, to dig your nails into your skin, and know that you are alive, to know that the greater the pain, the more exalted the life. Whether your pain comes from clothes, the scourge, or an ache in your soul, know that our maiden is watching over you. She sees your suffer, and she loves you for it. Okay?
Can I rip off his ears? Tear out his
The
eyes?
Scourge Mistress's Bane.
Later.
Chance to inflict a d4 penalty to attack rolls and saving throws on target. If the attacker still has 25% or more hit points, they take a 1d6 piercing damage themselves. These are really useful to me. I know the price on them is like not high as like on our other unique weapons. But still.
Greetings, child. I've met few aside from goblins here.
You recognize the Scourge. This man is a follower of Leviatha, goddess of pain.
Ah, are you also here to assist with the prisoner?
What do you mean?
I was invited to teach them some of my techniques. I live for pain and its intricacies, you see. But alas, these goblins seem to thrive on the crude and primitive. Pain without purpose is a terrible thing. Wouldn't you agree?
Who invited you? A goblin.
Yes, one who claims to be a master of pain. Pain is intimate and loving, but trying to discuss that with these creatures. Forgive me, but that look in your eyes, something terrible has happened to you.
Clever man, how did he know?
Because I see those same eyes when I look in the mirror, dear one.
What?
We've all suffered in these dark times. It is little wonder you bear scars of pain and anguish. Please, let me alleviate this pain.
Okay, I don't think we... I thought he would have a tadpole, and he could potentially be the next companion. Why are you so interested?
Well, the Maiden of Pain, Loviatar, teaches us that pain is a most powerful and sacred sensation. And should our pain delight her, should we embrace such a gift, she will grant her most sacred of blessings. If you would permit it, I can show you firsthand.
I must see this. Don't you dare say no.
I knew it. I was gonna say this guy is almost like a more bloomed out version of Astarion. I saw your book. Let me try some of those techniques.
My, an eager student indeed. Those are advanced devotions. The mistress would approve. Indicate which instrument calls to you, and let us put it to work.
Holy crap. Take the hand axe and show me your verse.
A most excellent choice. Both Loviatar and I are interested in how you handle pain, dear one. And should you delight her, you will most assuredly receive her most gracious blessing. Trust me. Simply face the wall, and we can begin. Face the wall and let us begin, dear one.
Save?
Tell me where your hideout is. Ain't so hard, is
Okay.
it? Just tell me.
Yes, this will do nicely.
Later. I gotta take it.
Ouch.
The pain you suffer will cleanse you. Do not fight it.
Intimidation, come on. A child can hit harder than that. No.
You claim to want more, but I feel you flinching, dear one.
He's also using a maze. Performance. Yelp loudly and dramatically. Back for your mercy.
Your voice sounds so sweet, dear one. Keep going.
Don't wear him out entirely, priest. I might have use for him yet.
What the This is the weirdest shit in this game.
Pain is proof that we live. Revel in it.
You look tired. Should I take over? Oh, how are we failing these?
You are shaking, dear one. And now is not the time for a brave face.
My. Who knew our friend had so much blood in them?
Try not to lick your lips as you say that.
Oh.
Do not mock the gifts you receive.
Hit me as hard as you can or I'll return the favor. I'm gonna keep going with the intimidation effect. This is a guaranteed success anyway. Of course we roll a 19 on it.
I hope that's a promise, dear one.
I'm afraid if we hit him once, he will die in one hit though.
I gotta take it slow.
Sweet child, while I enjoyed that, I'm afraid your reaction was lacking. To gain Loviatar's favor, every single strike must be met with an honest cry of pain, or perhaps a touch of begging. Nevertheless, thank you. And I pray you've learned from today's little lesson.
Your world has strange customs.
You wanna try?
Don't group me with the likes of them.
Astarion, try it.
Yes, I must try. A most invigorating session. But even as the soul sings, the flesh fades. So it is with the lady's embrace. Excuse me. I must rest and think.
Okay, duly noted. You have to beg for this guy and give him what he wants.